my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we are going to be looking at this week's glitter collection of the week, the Milkshake glitters. If you checked out my earlier video from today, I did do a very quick introduction to the collection because I used one of them in my colour of the week video, but let's just have a look at the rest of them. So this week's glitter of the week is the Milkshake Elite collection. So the Elite collections, or the Elite glitters, match the gel polishes of the same collection. So they're really beautiful, fine glitters that can easily be used with gel polish. You can also use them in acrylic like I'm doing today. But you can wear them with their matching gel polish, just add a little something extra, which I did in my previous video where I showed you our colour of the week, Evie. Now, most of the gel polishes have a matching Elite glitter. There are a couple of collections that don't, but most of them do have a matching Elite glitter. So it was really nice this week having the gel polish of the week and actually have her matching Elite glitter as the glitter of the week, so that I could do some designs to show them together. So if you missed that first video, please go back and check it out. But just to show you, the Evie Elite glitter is this beautiful soft pink with a little touch of iridescent. Please go and check out that video. In this one, I'm going to be using the rest of the glitters. These four, they just fit perfectly in this little pot. Painted and posted, of course. So the other four glitters are Darcy, Rachel, Chloe. Chloe colour was colour of the week 2 or 3 weeks ago, and Leah, which was colour of the week 2 weeks ago. But I knew the Milkshake collection was coming up, so I didn't want to use them too much with their matching colours. So they are the four colours that I'm going to use in this video. A couple of them do feature in other videos later in the week, but I wanted to make sure all of them were used in at least one video. So having used Chloe, no Evie, oh, too many names to remember, in my previous video, I thought I would use the other four in this video. And I'm going to do a really simple design in this one. This was the design I always have had planned for my introduction to the collection video. And because I'm not feeling great, it's worked out quite well because I don't have to think too much. So all I'm going to be using with these colours in this video is crystal clear acrylic. And monomer, Miss Melody monomer, and I have got my Kate acrylic brush. Having spent the last 2 or 3 years like using a size 8 acrylic brush, and even at some point a size 6 because I really like a small brush, I am in love with Kate. She's still quite small, she's a size 10, and I said I've been using a size 8 or even a size 6 where they come up slightly bigger, but I am loving Kate. If I'm doing a super short set, I will probably still go to Eleanor, which is the size 8 from Jen's, but Kate seems to be my absolute go-to at the moment. So I'm going to start off with my thin clear base. So you don't necessarily need a thin clear base when you're working on your practice hand. How many times have I said it? A lot, but I might have some new viewers. I might, you might have stumbled across. You don't necessarily need it because part of the reason for the thin base is giving you something to file back to when you do a redesign, so that you don't damage the natural nail. But I don't do redesigns on these hands because they don't require it. But this is just keeping my same routine every time, so that it's sort of ingrained in my brain. And my brain is a bit wonky at times, so it's good for me to have something ingrained. And something I never mention in these videos, and I thought I might mention it today. As you all know, at the moment I work in my bedroom. If you didn't know that, where have you been? I've talked about it enough time. No, sorry. So as you all know, at the moment my setup is in my bedroom. That is changing. I'm not going to say any more than that because I say it a lot. But I am in my bedroom. And obviously, monomer smell bedroom, it's not the most ideal situation. But I always have a wax melt burning when I am working with acrylic. I use an electric burner because I don't want any open flames using monomer or any other product. I use an electric burner, and I always use wax melts from Sniffs. So yeah, Sniffs. I will link Sniffs down below, and please go check them out because they're amazing and they really do cover the monomer smell. Yeah, so I will link them below. They are a brand that is owned by a good friend of mine, Tamara. No money, no nothing for me mentioning her. I actually met her or I've never actually met her, but I got to know her through a wax melt Facebook group 4 or 5 years ago, because I've always loved my wax melts, especially when working with monomer. And I sort of gone off Yankee Candles, and I came across a couple of businesses on Instagram, and then I was sort of directed to Facebook groups, and this is where I got to know Tamara, and she is lovely. And when she started her own business, I was like, well, obviously I'm going to support her. I've got trillions and gazillions, and I don't know what's bigger than that, but I've got so many wax melts. They were like all boxed up. Nice boxes, I will admit, I've got some nice boxes for them. So what my plan is to take the biggest of one of my nice boxes, and that is going to move downstairs with me when I get to move downstairs, and then I'll obviously still have ones to burn upstairs in my bedroom because they smell nice, but then I'll have a nice collection of ones to burn in the room when the room happens. Right, let's get back to what we're doing. So I'm going to use all 4 colours glitters, and I'm going to do a rainbow. So I need to decide what order I want to do them in, and if I want to do each nail the same order, if I want to vary it. I think 4 colours, 4 nails, let's mix it up. So I'm going to go from Darcy to Rachel. So Gemma's sister is called Rachel, so I'm not sure if that's why we have Rachel, and if Rachel had anything to do with that, but Rachel is amazing. I mean, Gemma is obviously amazing. Me, still pinching myself. I've been an ambassador for the nail team and Gems for coming up 3 years, right? I still pinch myself that the Gemma Lambert-Lewis, like, has won many nail awards, big educator, worked with and for lots of amazing brands. She wanted me, so it's always a pinch me moment for me. Well, it still is a pinch me moment. 3 years, you know, like even when my phone pops up and it's a message from Gemma, I'm like, that's Gemma Lambert-Lewis messaging me. Fangirling, totally fangirling. Yeah, so Gemma's sister is called Rachel, so I wonder if that's why we have a Rachel. Gemma's niece, Rachel's daughter, is Martha, and that, I'm guessing, is why we have Martha Matt. Yeah, so this is the problem with me doing videos like this. I just natter. Yeah, but Rachel is fabulous. Absolutely love her. So anyway, and the first time I went up for our ambassador weekend where I met everyone, Some of us went out to dinner the night before. Not everyone came up the night before, but Rachel came and she sat next to my dad. I think like they were besties by the end of it. It was brilliant. Right, let's get on with the actual nail. Stop. So we're going to pick up a little bead of clear acrylic into the glitter. I know some people like to mix up like their loose glitters with a little bit of clear acrylic to make it easier. Because I use them with gel polish as well, I don't. I just pick them up. So I'm going to start off with a touch of Chloe, and we're going to do it on a jaunty angle because hello, you know me, I love doing a jaunty angle. Just say jaunty angle. And then the next one on this nail I'm going to do is Leah. I can always add a little bit more if I need to, so I feel I'm a bit patchy there. And you can always go back into the previous one if you know you feel that blend is not quite just so. So I'm just going to add a teeny tiny bit more just there. Right. Now I'm going to start this one. So it's going to be a bit of toing and froing. I'm going to start this one with Leah. You see where I'm going? And that's why I've opened them all. I very, very rarely do that, open them all, because knowing me, I'd end up putting into the wrong pot and then mixing the glitters, or I'd knock them over. So I'm one of these people that likes to keep things closed if I'm not using it, because I've not got the hugest of areas. So I do tend to, like, you know, stick my fingers in or elbows in. I'm going to go back to the first one, and we're going to go into Rachel. As our next colour. I'm just going to add a touch more of Leah. Oh, do you know what? I said I've not been feeling great the last few days. Just feeling very tired. I've got a bit of a headache, and that is the only time monomer really bothers me, is when I've got headaches. And now I'm going to go back to the middle finger. We're going to do our next colour of Rachel. I'm pretty sure a couple of these are slightly mixed at the moment anyway, because I did a gel polish design where I was like sprinkling it on, and I had them all open because I wanted to like do random sprinkles. That sounds really weird, but you know what I mean. And I'm sure I got some of one in the other. I tried not to, but now we can start the next nail with Rachel. So, like how I do any glitter work, if I'm doing from the cuticle, I start small so that I can just perfect it around the cuticle without, you know, flooding it, overdoing it, and without having the worry of my clear acrylic and any other product sort of setting before I'm ready for it to. If I just do a teeny tiny amount so I can get a nice neat cuticle. And I always tend to work with wetter beads of clear when I'm doing glitter, because it just gives you a little bit more play time, and it's mostly the tip of the brush. So, right, going back here, I need a little touch more of Rachel. However, I could always do that when I do the next colour, but just in case I forget. So now we're going to do Darcy at the bottom here. Darcy is one of my absolute favourite colours. I absolutely love the gel polish. I love the Elite glitter. I would really love to see Darcy in a acrylic eventually. But and then we're going to do Darcy on the rest of the nails, and then I'm going to go back and do any colours that I've missed. So like on the bottom colour on here is going to be Chloe, and then it'd be Chloe and Leah, and then it'd be Chloe, Leah and Rachel. So I'm just going to shut up for a bit now, because you know what I'm doing. But before I do shut up, just don't forget, if you need to, it's a bit like with acrylic ombres and things, work relatively thin, and that way if you need to go into the previous colour, oh that's underneath, I'll get rid of that in a bit. If you need to go into the previous colour just to work on that blend a little bit more, you're not going to build up bulk that means you're then going to file away. So I'm patting down all the time, and even as it starts to set, I'm just going back and checking it from all sides just to make sure that it's not, so like here it's sort of pooling a bit at the sides. I don't want that. So that's the acrylic, that is the glitter design all done. So these now need to be encapsulated in clear acrylic. We want to make sure all of that glitter is fully covered, that we've got the apex in the correct place, and that we've got all the structure in the nail, the strength where we need it, and then this set can be filed. So I'll be back when all of the cupping and filing is done and we can finish top coating these nails. Right, so this Milkshake rainbow design is all filed now. How fabulous does this ombre look? I absolutely love these colours together, and I think they just make a really beautiful rainbow design. So we're going to use good old Tina to top coat these nails. The very best of top coats that I have used. I absolutely love Tina. Yes, I'm an ambassador for Gems and the nail team, but I honestly, hand on heart, Tina is just amazing. It is so shiny. It is super hard wearing as well. So, you know, even on my nails, when I'm doing lots of filing of tips and bits and pieces, Tina lasts so well. I absolutely love her. She's a really nice consistency too. So on sort of gel polish designs, when you've added stickers or art, you know, she's got a little bit of thickness that she does sort of even it out, but she's not too thick that it adds additional bulk to the nail. And of course, if you are top coating over some art or some stickers or something, and you feel it needs a little bit more, just tip the hand upside down, just allow gravity to help pull it and level out the nail. But I think it's a really nice top coat to work with. It's just so shiny and you know, hard wearing. My sister, she doesn't have her nails done very often, but she's pretty brutal with her hands. I'll be honest, you know, she doesn't particularly look after them. She's always doing things and she's quite heavy-handed, and whenever I do hers, first of all, they last for ages when I've used Gems on her. Her only complaint was she couldn't sort of pick and peel it off, which I know is very naughty and she shouldn't do, and I tell her this regularly, but try stopping my sister. She couldn't do that with Gems, but you know, she knocked them around, bashed them around, and they still looked beautiful. So, you know, I highly recommend the nail team and Gems. So now I'm going to pop in the lamp. We're going to cure for 60 seconds and then our Milkshake rainbow is complete. Here they are, all top coated, cured and done. And what a stunning collection this glitter is in my book. It's a really nice sort of spring to summer transitional glitter collection. It's got that little touch of vibrance for going into summer, but it's still sort of light enough that it works for spring. They're all beautiful on their own. They're also beautiful together as a collection, and I have got a couple of designs that will be on my Instagram later this week where I have used all 5 glitters in a design as well. So check those out if you don't already follow me on Instagram and Facebook. My Instagram is at Cinderhelly Nails and my Facebook is Cinderhelly Nails, 2 words. And I do tend to share other designs on there that I haven't necessarily done as a video. But that is it. That is my introduction to our colour and glitter of the week videos done for this week. I'm so glad I did manage to do them, because as I said at the start, I'm not feeling all that great. I've been struggling quite a bit the last week or so and sort of just pushing through, and my body's kind of just got to the point now where it's like, can I have a break? My pain levels are up, and I've been struggling a little bit with headaches and migraines. So yeah, I'm really glad I sort of thought, no, I'm going to push through and I'm just going to do these 2 videos. And these were the last 2 I needed to do, so I do still have 3 more designs to bring on my channel this week. But I think that is a good point to end this video. So please leave me any comments down below and give this video a thumbs up. And if you've not already, please click subscribe. I will pop the links to all the products I've used in the description box. They are all from the nail team. There was only sort of a handful of products, the 4 glitters, the clear acrylic, top coat, monomer and the brush, and it's all from the nail team. And don't forget, you can use my code Helen5 for 5% off all full price products on the nail team website. So that doesn't work for any sale items, clearance items, and it doesn't work for the colour and the glitter of the week. So the Milkshake glitter collection is already reduced. It is £10 for the 5 glitters. You can buy them individually. I'm not sure if the discount is on them individually or if it is just for the full set. But if it's not on them individually, you can use Helen 5. So we're going to leave it there. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do hope you've enjoyed these 2 videos today. Make sure you check back later in the week. I'm not sure what day the next one is going to be up, but it will be probably Thursday. So check back then for my next design video, and like I said, please check out my Instagram or Facebook for any other designs I have created using the glitters and the colour. But I really am going now, so I'll see you all again soon. Bye. Mwah.